What is poppin' YouTube? Let's check it out. It is your boy Deska Pens, and we have done a very good job going through the hybrid lineup of just various different pens, like the hybrid inks and stuff. We're going through the A team, and we have like two episodes left on that, which is kind of cool. But honestly, I was kind of thinking about this a little bit, and I'm like, you know what? You know what would be really fun? Is if I showed them all like cool pens, like a great EDC pens for under like $10. And so I thought about that, and I'm like, does such a thing exist? And I'm like, absolutely it does. And so, I'm starting off just a little series right here in which we're going to be talking about like various different, EDCs essentially that are under $10. And so for this one, this is one of my favorites, honestly. I absolutely love this thing. There's a lot of different colorways that we are going to get into. It's very, very cheap, especially at Walmart. You can get a pack of 2 of these for $5.53. And then when they're on sale, it's like $4.97. And I realize that just sounds so weird that I know that, but, I think it's pretty cool. And so the pen that I have for you is none other than boom, the beautiful Sharpie S-gel. And this is in the matte black. This is pretty much their metal version pen. So just to be clear with what that means exactly, the clip is metal. I think the click button is metal. The barrel is certainly metal. That's one of their main advertising parts. They're like, this is a sleek metal barrel, and it's like cool. And then this front part is plastic, and it comes with kind of just a regular Sharpie S-gel refill. But I think it's beautiful. Like I was at Walmart. This is one of the first pens that I bought in a long time. I hadn't bought pens in a long time, and I saw it, and historically speaking, I actually didn't like the S-gel very much. I don't know, like the plastic ones first came out, and I got a couple of them, but I guess there were a few defects that kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. I felt like they broke really easily, and I just wasn't very impressed by them. These days, I have a lot of metal and plastic ones, and they actually write very, very smooth, and I haven't seen any trouble with them. And so, yeah, so now I'm definitely on board with Sharpie. I'm like, this is really nice. And so, yeah, we've gone over the construction a little bit. I'd also like to point out with the clip, like, you'll notice this little notch right in here. It's like, this sucker is a low rider in the jeans. So you don't have to worry about sitting down and, accidentally clicking it. And if you do, the nice thing is it kind of just sets down. So you never really have to wonder, honestly. This grip, oh my gosh, it's probably one of the best grips I have ever felt on a pen. I don't know what it is, but it's just something else. I'm like, geez, dude, geez. I really like the fact, like, they call it like a contoured grip. What I like is I honestly feel like there's like 3 different grips in here. There's like this really close-up grip that kind of flares out a little, and then there's this nicer, I don't know, maybe like a really nice note-taking grip or something that kind of like goes in a little more, and then boom, it flares back out again for just, I don't know, maybe like a lazy grip or something, like depending on the mood I'm in, I can like clutch this pen very, very differently. And yeah, I absolutely adore this thing, just $5.53 at Walmart, that is. At Staples and Office Depot, they're going to be a little pricier. Now, so I'd also like to compare it, boom, to just a regular Sharpie S-gel. This one writes in blue. It's very nice. I like it. I feel like the grip isn't as soft as this one. With that said, maybe like it's kind of like the equivalent to like a G2 and a G2 Limited, and then the S, and then just these 2 S-gels. Like, this is definitely a lot softer and nicer, and definitely designed for just really just sitting down and writing for a long time. Like, yeah, it's so nice, you guys. I really recommend this pen, like, especially in this color. This is probably my favorite color. Yeah, and so let me get into some of the writing. Oh, and something else I'll say is I've been through a few refills with this thing, And it's definitely kind of worn down a little bit. Like, for instance, here it is right here, right? And then here's its brother, another one. Remember, 2 for $5.53. Here is this guy's click. You'll notice that this guy seems a little bit younger. You know, it seems like the spring just isn't worn out as much, you know, and also just a fantastic pen. I absolutely love it. And then here's the click to just a lot louder, honestly. I do like that this thing is so quiet now. You know, I feel like I could take it into like a corporate setting and just chill with it, you know. So anyways, let's get into some of the writing now. Enough of my talking. So I got this thing in a 0.7. Oh, hang on. There we go. Sorry. Yo, and then also let me just show you the refill real quick. Boom. So this is just the standard BK. Looks like 3322 IN 0.7. Do with that information what you will. But yeah, just kind of a really standard plastic refill. Yeah, I mean, some people might say that Sharpie cheaped out in that way, but I'm like, look, man, it's you know, $5 for a really nice pen. So, I mean, I'd kind of rather just pay $5 and just have a bunch of interchangeable refills from all my plastic Sharpie S-gels personally, but that's just me. Anyway, okay, so Sharpie, really smooth, S-gel, metal, matte black, 0.7. I'm gonna just say it's an executive, because it very much is. Style pen. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Something that I'll say about this pen that's really cool is you'll kind of notice I was able to like change my grip a little bit. So, you know, let's say like right here, I'm just kind of writing quick. I'm like da 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 da. And then it's like, oh no, I'm getting to like the end of the page and like I can't get the right angle. It's like that's when I just take the grip right here and I back it up to here. And suddenly I feel like I can actually kind of finish off what I was trying to write and connect those lines a little bit, you know. And so that's just something that I think is cool. I feel like in terms of changing grip and stuff, it's like it's very, very accommodating to that. Yeah. So anyway, so here's the deal though. Let's say you don't like the matte black. Okay, that's fine. Let me tell you what Walmart has, and then we can kind of talk about, you know, just kind of the whole collection and like what they're all like, basically. So if you don't like the matte black, there's the gray, which I think this is one of the first ones to come out. I think it's pretty nice, honestly. Like not my favorite. I didn't like it as much as I like this. S-gel gray. I mean, it's not terrible, right? And again, you can get 2 of these as well for $5.53 at Walmart. And then the next option is our beautiful champagne. I'm gonna just write S-gel. Champagne. Oh, that's really nice. That's very beautiful. I think that this is a really beautiful one. I think it might be marketed towards women. I don't know. So don't quote me on it. It's possible it could be, but maybe I'm wrong. So anyway, boom. So you have these 3 options at Walmart for $5.53. Now, let's say you really don't like any of these. You're like, dude, they're just terrible. These are all ugly looking colors. It's like, okay, you got 2 more options, but now you got to know that at Staples at Office Depot, I think, unless they're on sale, the price is like about $8.99. So look, still under $10, but it's just not $5 anymore, if that makes sense, right? And you can also find these ones like also at Staples and, you know, Office Depot and all that, right? But they'll also just cost more, right? I'm just trying to I don't know. I'm just trying to show you the various prices and stuff. And Amazon, I actually don't think I know. So, sorry. Anyway, so boom. You can also have this blue. I think the blue looks fantastic, you guys. I actually really like this color. I think it's probably my second favorite after the matte black. S-gel. I also put it in blue. S-gel, blue, metal, and ink 0.7. Oof. Yeah, I do think if you don't care about price, like definitely the matte black or this blue is just beautiful. Like honestly, these two right here are probably my favorites. And then boom, we have the red, of course. Oh, pardon. Let me just, there we go. Okay, S-gel red. Metal. I mean, I know that they all write the same, but I still just want to show you guys this. S-gel red metal 0.7. Really, really beautiful color as well. I very much like the red. You know, I feel like in terms of some of the finishes, like I feel like because right here, when I like rub this, I can like feel the Sharpie. I think on the gray, I can't feel it though. It's the weirdest thing. Wonder if I can feel it on the champagne. Let's see. I can also feel it on the champagne. So I feel like in terms of finishes and kind of the way that they laser etched stuff, I feel like the black and the gray are kind of their own like separate, like unique things. Like on the gray, you can't feel it. On the black, you can feel it a ton. And then these three were kind of, oh, wait, hang on. Jeez, I'm playing dominoes. These three right here, you can definitely feel some like friction, like right here. On the black one, it's definitely the most. I realize it's not important, but I do consider these things to be works of art, and I do think that they're very, very nice. And so yeah, and so these are kind of like the 5 different colors, just in terms of their metal lineup. I know that they have plastic ones that are like white and, you know, black obviously, and then blue, and then they just dropped a green color code, which is cool, but honestly not for me. But yeah, and so these are just some really great options. Now, one more thing that I would like to tell you about the S-gel, and I'm gonna try and do this with all of the different pens to kind of figure out. Well, I'm gonna do this for this series, right? Like, what can I really show these people with its, you know, utility? Like, how utilitarian is this thing, I guess? You know, like how practical is this? If you couldn't find Sharpie S-gels, which you probably always can, but if you couldn't find those refills, what else could you use? Well, my good friends, you could use, boom, blast from the past, Unibolt Jetstream refill. So let me just show you this. Fortunately, it is compatible with these refills, and then I'll show you another refill that if you're familiar with this channel, you probably know where this is going. So boom, right in here, no adjustments needed. You don't need to shave it down or anything. There will be another model that I'll talk about where you will need to trim the refills. But anyway, so Jetstream, very smooth. Oh boy, there we go. Jetstream refill, great grip in a Sharpie. Sharpie S-gel. Yeah, very, very smooth, I think. And this is in the 1.0. I think that that's just a great option. You know, if you feel like you can't really find, well, if you feel like you don't even like the gel refill, obviously you can probably find one, honestly. You can probably find it better than the Jetstream refills, if I'm just being real. But, you know, if you get it and if you don't like the feel of a gel and you just want a ballpoint, you can have the Jetstream refill or this Pilot Acroball refill, which the Acroball is pretty hard to find, actually. And so maybe that's, you know, maybe I'm wasting everybody's time right here, but I think this is a nice combination, you know. This is definitely one of my favorite pen bodies. Sharpie, no, hang on. Pilot is in 0.7. Acro refill. in. Sharpie body. Boom. Boom. And I think that's very nice. It's very cool to me that pens in general, a lot of them are compatible with all kinds of different refills, you know. We saw that the Sarasa Grand was actually compatible with Jetstream refills as well. And so it is something that I just genuinely love. You know, the idea that you can get one of these and then you can mix and match with it and figure out what you really enjoy and what really works for you. Now, this video is getting a little long, so I just want to close it off by showing you guys just one more thing. So last night, and I tried to make a reel about this morning, but I was like, no, this is terrible, and so I actually took it down. But last night, I did some tests with highlighters. Please ignore all of the scribbles. And basically, I was writing them with a Pentel Energel, and I tried to highlight, and it just smeared, as you can see. And this is after a minute or so. And so I'm like, all right, fine. Well, you know what? What if I just left it all for like 7 hours, just like overnight? I went to bed at 11 and I woke up at 6, like something like that, around 7 hours, we can say. So I'm like, I'm going to try it with a couple of different ones. So I do Pentel Energel, Pilot G2, Sharpie, and Uniball Signo. Like, I think I wrote it with a 207++. And what I found was the Sharpie S-gel, in my opinion, maybe you guys disagree with me, but I felt like the Sharpie S-gel held up the most. You know, like the Pentel did a lot better, but it still had some smearing, you know, which, I mean, look, smooth ink just smears. It's not the greatest for highlighting, and highlighting to me is really important. And then, boom, Pilot G2. A little bit of smearing, definitely held up better than the Pentel or the Uniball, but I still feel like there's a little bit on there. But then, boom, you look at the Sharpie S-gel, and it's actually chilling. And you're like, wow, this is really nice. Then you have the Uniball Signo, and that, I mean, that was too bad. But, you know, that's just kind of part of life. But anyway, yeah. And so that was just something that I wanted to point out. Like, if you were to write notes or, you know, I don't know, be in a business meeting or something, and then you're done, you're kind of looking over it later, you want to highlight things, it's been a day, this would not be a bad option, you know. And I don't know, in general, I just really like the matte black finish on things because, like, especially just kind of, I don't know, there's just a feeling of, like, professionalism that comes with it. For me. I'm not saying that, you know, any of the other colorways are bad. They're completely fine, you guys. But this is definitely my favorite. I also just really love the feel of it. I definitely like this part. All the other ones feel a little more metally and smooth, but this one, I don't know, there's just a certain kind of finish to it that just kind of gives it like more grip when I'm trying to grip it up here a little bit, and so it's very nice. But anyway, so this has been the review of the Sharpie S-gel full metal matte black. It's a very, very beautiful, very, very sleek pen, and yeah, and I hope that you guys have really enjoyed it. I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos in the future of just various pens for under $10 that I think would prove just awesome. I still have a few more videos to kind of fill out in terms of the hybrid ink and just in terms of the A-Team and other stuff, but this has been a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If there's a pen under $10 that you guys think is phenomenal, let me know, and I'll be sure to grab that puppy and like check it out. But yeah, and it's awesome to talk to you guys, and you know, just to kind of hear from you guys and everything. I think we're at like 15 subs. Thank you so much for 15 subs. That means a lot. Like, seriously, you guys, this is just so much fun doing this. You know, I love pens. I love sharing my passion with the world and stuff. And so, you know, yeah, and I hope that you're all doing well and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night.